It's 1941, and we're in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of southern Turkey. Waves clash against Greek convoys, bearing determined soldiers preparing for a landing. Months of conflict between Turkey and Greece have reached a pivotal moment, and this invasion is a strategic attempt devised by the Greeks to break the stalemate into their favour. Caught off guard, the Turkish forces struggle to defend their shores. Unlike the historical echoes of Gallipoli, this time they find themselves unable to repel the Greek invaders. The war has come to an end, and Turkey capitulates, paving the way for the resurgence of the Byzantine Empire, rising from the ashes to reclaim its former glory, ascending to new heights ever seen before. Hi, I'm Colonel Cam, and welcome to 12 years forming the Byzantine Empire in Hearts of Iron 4. Hello guys, and welcome to this video that I made. We're going to be forming the Byzantine Empire as Greece. Now really quickly before we get into the video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and when we do, I'm going to play a new mod on this channel that you guys are going to vote for. Without further ado, let's get straight into the Byzantine Empire as Greece in Hearts of Iron 4. And as I was reading through the national spirits, there was one thing that I noticed. We're in a lot of debt, and I do not plan on paying any of this debt back. To the IFC, yes, we're in debt to a lot of countries. Foreign monopolies, 40% consumer goods. Oh my gosh. Something plan, and okay, that's actually good. That's negative 25% consumer goods, but it's basically just like being on free trade. Okay. Political instability. That's okay. So we've got monarchists, republicans, communists, and fascists. We also have faction management decisions, which is pretty interesting, but it's not as good as Bulgaria's faction management. Anyway, we have an election coming up, and the result of this election is based on whether we put the king under house arrest or not. Yeah, we got the 1936 election, with the election since George was returned to the throne, and we got to replace him under house arrest. So I'm going to do that now because the path we're going down, we need to do this. And then we've got faction management, and all these factions are either hostile, loyal, or inconsequential. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of like Bulgaria with all their factions, but we get stability and manpower out of making them loyal. This resulted in the Venezia, I think, or the Democratic Party winning the election. So we're Democratic for now. 10% stability, war support. Oh, jeez, man. That's great. Political power gain as well. German Civil War. I'm not sure whether that's a good or bad thing, because we could have allied with the Reich if we go fascist, because we have to go fascist to be Byzantine Empire, so... But I don't know, it doesn't really matter. They're not really within our region anyway, so they won't really bother us. Now we can go bring home the exiled Republicans, right? Because we put the king in jail or whatever. I don't know. The house arrest, sorry. Put him in house arrest. Only 35 days. It's so weird playing Hearts of Iron 4 vanilla after playing so many mods. There's so many 70-day focuses. It is taking so long to complete a focus. Indeed, these focuses are taking forever. Anyway, I wanted to design a tank. So I've made the cheapest medium tank I could ever make in my life. There it is. Medium tank. There. Anything. Oh, we can get a few more. Political power gain, factory output. That one's good. The rest of these are pretty average. But look at this. That's so good. So there's this one focus in my focus tree that gives me civilian factories and military factories based on the other's opinion of me. So I went around and increased the opinion of like the Soviet Union, Britain, France, and Germany of me, so then I could get all these factories and stuff, because we have our economy is terrible. Look at this, synthetic refinery. Dude, this is... No, let's remember the Anatolian catastrophe. The Asia Minor campaign was nothing short of a disaster. Our people were slaughtered, our prestige ruined, and our political movement crushed, all in the course of 3 years. We cannot let this be our legacy. We must spin this in a way that our people will blame the Turks and not us. 5% war support. Stirring emotions over Anatolia could have unintended consequences. Oh no. Little does the game know that I fully intend these consequences to come into effect, okay? Because the consequences are the fascists moving on us, and well, that's kind of what we want. You know, I'm thinking of just making these R divisions smaller so we can get more of them. You see, going to war with Turkey is inevitable. It has to happen, alright? To be able to do the Byzantine Empire, I mean, there's no choice. But the thing is, they've got more manpower than us, their industry is better than ours, basically everything about them is better than us currently. So the only way that I could think to win was trying to overwhelm them in divisions by making mine smaller so that we would have a larger number and overwhelm them that way. I also made sure I got started working on some collab governments, or at least getting the spy networks for when we turn fascist, so then we can do it, because I don't want to spend being at war with Turkey for 5 years. We can get a free trade. What are we on? export focus, but it's too expensive. It's like 300 to go to free trade, so that's actually way good. 35 days too, yes. Anyway, the fascist party started popping up a bunch as well. They started calling themselves the E or the EE or the triple E, and it was annoying because I didn't want to try and pronounce it. The EEE, the E, the triple E, the fascist. I think that's the fascist party, right? Yeah. They demand higher wages for Greek workers. Well, I submitted to their demands because I wanted to have as much fascism support as possible for when we do switch to becoming fascist. Look at this. This goes to war economy, so we can change our government stuff through here. Anyway, we had some good news. The black shirts in the United Kingdom decided to become organised, so suddenly we would have another fascist country in Britain, which is good. Unfortunately, the leader of our country with really good bonuses died, and the fascists became even more powerful, but I wasn't really complaining because, you know, I mean, just look at this fascism support. Negotiations with the EEE. Daily fascism support. The fascists become friendly. There we go. Now that we were working with the fascists, we would hold this Herculean convention or something, some sort of convention where we demanded some Turkish lands, and we summoned the British and the French to be like, hey, give it to us, or you're in charge of this. I mean, we should have got something for World War I, and, well, they didn't attend, so that's a shame. What? Our government has been completely and utterly humiliated by the news that none of the invited countries will be sending delegates. What is even worse is the fact that our leadership has been publicly criticised by these larger powers for inflaming tensions in the region, and now this got bypassed. So now we can't do the Gordian knot. We have to go and declare war on Turkey, and we can't do a convention. Inciting tensions. Can you believe that they're caught blaming us for inciting tensions? We got like no land from World War I. Anyway, it doesn't matter because they just made the situation worse, because guess who moves into power? Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, here it is. The AAA launch a coup. There we go, we must answer for our failures. We get war support, we lose stability, fascists become the ruling party. Look here, he's taken power. We can increase our conscription. We can get a war economy. We can get off free trade. Limited exports. Wait, should I do that? Just because we don't have the resources, but free trade gives us a bunch of output. Now, we're going to go war economy first. The British and the French will soon regret not attending our convention, but in the meantime, we will build up our armed forces so that we'll be stronger than ever. Now that we were fascist, we could finally commence our collab government, just in time for the Soviet Civil War. I don't know why that's relevant. Alright, extracting more from our soil. Look at that. That's so much stuff. That is a lot of steel, tungsten, aluminium. With all of that stuff, it was time for our military industry to boom. I was getting off free trade, getting onto limited exports so that we could have all of the resources. I was building military factories, building tanks, I mean, oh, you name it. Now look at this, production is booming again. Production is back in business. Radio. There we go, there's the better tank. Whoa. The national state of Estonia just joined the Allies. With Finland. Wait, Finland and Estonia are the same. Okay, so we got the Allies, which is a fascist faction. Right, are these guys going to leave? They should probably leave the Allies, hey. These guys guaranteed by Romania. How are we going to beat Romania as well? Oh, it's so terrible. You know, the situation wasn't looking that good. I mean, Turkey on their own, we would struggle against, but we could try and beat them, but backed by Romania, then that's too hard. There's no way. I had the idea of joining the Allies. Maybe Britain and Finland, Estonia would let us invade Turkey and then back us on it. Join the Allies? Can we join the Allies? That would be so good. Unfortunately, Britain would not let us in, and we still had a lot of things to do, like building supply and increasing the size of our army and getting more tanks out because we didn't have enough tanks. And for some reason, Italy got to join the Allies. Not me, though. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't. I'm fascist. There's every reason why I get to join. I guess they knew we were going to go to war with Turkey and they didn't want that. But I have a grudge against the Allies now, so I'm not joining them. Whoa. Kingdom of Yugoslavia versus just a non-aligned. Whoa. Anyway, pretty uneventful year. It's mostly just me building up my army to try and compare with Turkey and hopefully beat them when they don't have any guarantees, so yeah. Might be time. Might be the year. I think this would be the year we declare war on Turkey. It has to be, right? I'm not waiting any longer. And then we got some pretty weird stuff happening. Poland joined the African Union, which is led by Ethiopia, which is about to capitulate. So Poland is no more. Poland was annexed. I can't understand anything. Dude, the mods run way better than this. What is this? Yeah, we've got like 100% world tension, so the world is going crazy right now. I mean, we got France declaring war on Britain now, for some reason. Okay, France declared war on Britain, and these guys have joined the European coalition, which is... Oh, so we have the European coalition, Scandinavia and France, against the Allies. Huh. We'll see how this goes. I didn't want to join the Allies because they have land that we want, and also I didn't feel like supporting the North European Federation just because they were probably going to lose. I mean, they were fighting the front with Estonia, Finland, they were fighting the front with France. It just didn't look good for them. Despite all this chaos, there would be another faction that would emerge, and this one would dominate the rest of the game. And maybe in the future we could join the Central Powers. I'm willing to look past Bulgaria being in that faction. The main issue is Turkey right now. We'll get back to that. The Iron Mirror is back. These are no longer cores? You're joking. Oh, that's so screwed. Eventually, I got tired of waiting around. I was going to declare war on Turkey. I know world tension is high, and they could very likely just join one of the factions that are very powerful, but at the end of the day, I don't care anymore. I'm willing to take this risk. I'm declaring war on Turkey. There it is. We've done it. We've declared war on Turkey. Okay. Now, we have a bunch of decisions that I have to get rid of. War bonds. We'll do that. That gives us the ability to build stuff faster. And now they're attacking us immediately. That's good, isn't it? Right, anyway, revive the double-headed eagle. Look at this. War support. Political power gain. Revive Byzantinium. And fortunately, they do not join any faction, nor are they supported or guaranteed by any country. So it is truly a 1v1, alright? Me versus Turkey. And I'm going to be sure that I win and restore the Byzantine Empire. Now, after clicking a button that magically made all of my debt disappear, I wanted to have a look at what I actually needed to restore the Byzantine Empire. And fortunately, it was just defeat Turkey. I just had to control Anatolia or whatever the Aegean coast of Turkey. Stop. Surely. Italy, man. France is destroying them. Now, as predicted, the war was a complete stalemate. However, we did have one advantage. Our navy was better, so I used that to my ability in the future. Not right now. I was too busy looking at other world conflicts. I mean, Germany. Look at what Germany does. French Republic. Oh, Germany's at war with... Oh, the Central Powers are at war with the European coalition. Okay, wow, that's going to be the end for the European coalition because I'll just invade Denmark, invade through there, and yeah. Before we continue... Brace yourselves. Get ready for a big shock because what you're about to witness is stupid. There's no forts here. Wait, there is forts here. I'm tripping. What? The Soviet Union joined the Central Powers. Stalin. Germany declared war on the Allies. Okay. Okay. Well, this is such a average situation. Now this is completely ridiculous. However, I do make a pretty interesting situation out of this. If you wait till later in the video, oh, it looks it's very good. Now back to using my better navy to my advantage. As you guys saw in the introduction, a naval invasion would happen basically. A few more days. The French Republic capitulated. That was so quick. That was so fast. And then these guys are at war. Finally, my naval invasion landed, and what a success it was. My idea of having lower combat width and more divisions worked, because the Turks were not ready for this many troops. In fact, it was so successful that they pulled divisions off the Thrace border, so into Istanbul we go. We're going to claim it as Constantinople. Look at that guy, he's so weak. Austria-Hungary, of course Austria-Hungary's reformed. Yep, they will be in the Central Powers. Yep, lovely. I love this Central Powers. Wow, what a great Central Powers, guys. I'm so happy that happened. And just like that, Istanbul fell. In fact, because we had 2 collab governments on them, they were already above 20% capitulation. Now just fixing the supply issue in the south and cleaning up the encirclement in the north, I don't really see how we're going to lose. It's all pretty much smooth sailing from here. Left. Finally, jeez. Okay. Our planes belong in a new area over Asia Minor. You remember the North European faction? They finally had their peace deal. So now it was just the Central Powers versus the Allies over in Europe. But look at this encirclement right here, connecting the 2 fronts, and everything is going to get pushed down to the Aegean Sea over there, and we're going to take the port as well, so it is good. So they can't leave. Attack Izmir, so they can't leave. Oh my. That's their only escape, right? There we go. Izmir is captured. They're at 59%. And then we're going to destroy this entire army here. Look at, oh my, dude. Beautiful. All right, everyone on this front here. Now, all it took was a bit of snaking, and that would be the capitulation of Turkey. The Greeks would come out victorious, and Constantinople would return over Istanbul. This heritage is sure to see our international prestige soar. Boom! We are now the Byzantine Orthodox states. Look at our flag, we're purple. Here we are, man. Here we are. We have prospect for resources. Infinite factories. Oh my gosh, a lot of factories. Now we're talking. Look at this. Martyrs of the Anatolian Catastrophe. Stability, war support, and then we can get this once we do these two. Now, what we do next would be a monumentous decision. We could join the Allies and attack Italy and Soviet Union and Austria-Hungary and Germany and try and get land in the Balkans. And Bulgaria, don't forget Bulgaria. Or we could join the Central Powers and attack Britain and attack their exposed African territories and Middle Eastern territories as well. Alright, here we are, 1942. Now, we have finished our Anatolian conquest. Now we have a couple of options. The British Middle East was very tempting, so you know what? We even had a core on it when justifying, so it made justifying even quicker, so I literally just went straight for that. Alright, the justification is finished. We are ready to go. There's obviously allies here for some reason. We gotta take this out. And as soon as we declared war on the allies, we had another decision that we could make. We were invited to the Central Powers and the Japanese faction. Look at all this. We can go into the Japanese faction or the German faction. Oh my gosh. Now, what do we think? You know, the German faction would be really strong. I think we could join the German faction and then we can leave later. And so the German faction it was, because I did not trust Japan to not declare war on the Central Powers and then me having an exposed front in Bulgaria and get absolutely annihilated. And after all that, we have a focus where we can create our own faction. So, I mean, we do that later. There we go, we're taking port. These guys are full. Oh no, there's another port. I'm kidding. Wait, did I not do the area defense? I didn't do the area defense of this. Are you kidding? That's why they invade, and that's the one place they invade. I think the AI actually knows where you're not garrisoning, and it permanently, like, forcefully targets it. Because, gosh, that's annoying. That's not even realistic. How would the AI in imagine it's real life. How would real life people know, like, where I'm not garrisoning? Don't they just pick up a spot and then just invade? It's not like they know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We crossed the Suez and into Egypt, so we got our revenge. We cannot expect the newly reconquered peoples of the empire to serve us simply because we wish it. We must allow a certain level of self-rule and cooperate with the local administrations of these conquered regions. To secure our empire again, this is but a small price to pay. There we go, 10% war support, and then we get a bunch of decisions where we can declare war on people. Because they have our land. It's actually not declare war, it's gain cause, so my bad. I don't want to push into here because I'll just go to the Italians, so I'm not about that. Yeah, I didn't want to push across North Africa because that's where Italians are and they're going to get all the land for all of our hard work. So I decided to go south, except I didn't go too far south. I kind of just stopped at the Egypt border or Sudan border because down there is no supply, you know. Spain joined the East Asian co-prosperity sphere. Portugal joined the Allies. These guys should... Alright, whatever. As you can see, here are the decisions where we can gain cause, but we just need a certain amount of territory, and I'm trying to go for the one with Levant, right? All we need is Docandis, which is the current Italians are controlling that, and we need Cyprus, which the British control, and I can't really naval invade because the British have a better navy than me. So then I thought, okay, we'll just invade Britain, you know, the mainland, get a peace deal, and then we can annex it through the peace deal. But no, it turns out they also have a better navy than me there too. And I had to pass the time somehow, so I came to the conclusion that I didn't like Albania or Yugoslavia, so I invaded them both. Perfect. Easy. As, yep, yada yada. And then we gotta wait for Albania. These guys join the Allies, yep, whatever. And it was very quick. I mean, both of them were enclosed by the Central Powers, and so was Romania, so I decided to invade Romania as well. Easy, let's go. There we go, Romania capitulated, and we got none of the land. But it'll be available in the peace deal. That's what matters, okay? So let's bring our army up here, because I think we might actually have a chance against invading Britain. No, that was a lie. Don't have a chance. Boats. Oh, this is going to be so terrible because if they all get destroyed, which they most likely will, then I won't be able to do the North Sea invasion. So I didn't bother, and I kid you not, I spent 10 minutes just doing nothing. I literally put the game on 5 speed and just looked around the map, moved my naval invasion, trying to get supremacy, but no supremacy here. Eventually, with a little help from the Americans and their fleet, we got it. Oh! Wait, since when would the United... Wait, what? The United States of America invaded Britain already? The end of the year. Will we get a peace conference before the end of the year? We will! Okay. Cool, okay, we have a lot of land to worry about. Let's start with stuff like this, alright? Cyprus, we need all this. Levant, this is all ours. Egypt, alright, we are the remnants of the Roman Empire, okay? This is stuff we need. That might be an idea. Obviously all this. Oh, we can't afford that. And I want all of the Middle East. And that would be the end of the peace deal. I'd say we got a pretty good deal out of that, you know, going all the way down to like the bottom of Egypt and stretching up all the way to Montenegro and down to Kuwait and all this good stuff. Pause. Whoa, that is a peace conference and a half. What has happened to Britain? Democratic Britain. Okay, that must have been the Americans. Okay, we got the land. Kingdom of Italy is that. Yep. Byzantine Orthodox states, good. Why is the Austro-Hungarian Empire got that? However, we are not finished. The Central Powers may have complete dominance over the world, but they are no match for my console commands. I'm going to reinvent the world that you see into a post-war situation where the Central Powers has disappeared and everyone has formed their own faction. Anyway, look at that. Okay, I've set up the world. We're done. Okay, we're ready. This is how we're going to go forwards. We've got the Reichspakt with Germany and all of her puppets in Central Europe. We've got the Comintern, which is Norway, Romania, the Soviet Union, which is bigger than normal. We got the Great East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, which is Japan and all their Asian stuff. We've got the East Roman League, which is me and all of my puppets. All right, my puppets just dotted around. And we've got the North American Alliance, and any game changers could be Spain, Britain, Italy, Austria-Hungary, Yugoslavia, Bulgaria could even be, India. I mean, not really Australia, but yes, this is the world we're going with. And, well, I can't decrease world tension, but, I mean, having 100% world tension is fun anyway, so we're going to keep it at that. So it's kind of set up like a battle royale, but it doesn't turn out like that. In fact, everyone just kind of scavenges for Italy. A 0. There are no current wars now, and here we are. About to start some more. Yugoslavia is an Austrian puppet, by the way. I didn't say that, but yeah, they're an Austrian puppet. Oh, the Swiss state seeks to join the East Roman League. I actually decided to let them in. I thought they would be a good border against Italy, even though they are kind of vulnerable to the Reichspakt. It doesn't matter. But I'll tell you what was vulnerable. My West African territories. Spain just instantly declared war on me for my territories there. And, well, I didn't even have any troops there, so I couldn't defend them. Eventually, Spain took all of my land, and I wiped peace with them because I thought that would make sense. I wouldn't want to be endlessly at war with them, you know? They just wanted that land. They can take it. Unfortunately, my game crashed, so I lost all of my progress for this year. But it's okay, because I reset up the world. It's essentially the same as it was. In fact, it's exactly the same. It's just an earlier date. We're not all the way in whatever date it is now. We're back at January, but it's the same thing, okay? We're not at war with Spain or anything. Now that I've saved the game, I will not have any other issues. Yep, I did the same thing. We lost the war in Spain, so now they've got that. Remember how I said everyone was scrambling for Italy? Well, the Reichspakt actually declared war on Italy already, so I'm on my way to declare war on them. There we go. Perfect. How long is it going to take? Oh my god, 2 out of 70 days. Never mind. Select half. And just, I don't know what, chuck them over here. Soviet Union just declared war on Poland. They're in the Reichspakt. We're getting the what? Italy joined the Soviet Union. Oh my gosh. And so now we're going to have to cover that border. Okay, so I'm the one who set up the world. I don't know why I'm complaining. But now we got to capitulate the Soviet Union to get a peace deal with Italy, which is fine, you know, I don't mind. And Italy was not too hard, alright? We capitulated them easily with the Reichspakt, no issues. And going across North Africa was relatively easy too. However, I needed Tunisia to be able to do the Egypt and Tunisia decision to give me cause on those territories. So I needed to restart the war with Spain. I know that doesn't really make much sense, but it does, trust me, it just does. Whoa. The US said, wait, they just declared war on America? What are they doing, man? That's catastrophic activity right there. And for some reason, I was bent on building supply in Africa and the Caucasus, so I kept doing that. One, Egypt and Tunis. We just need Gabes and Tunisia, which is these two. Hooray, okay, and that'll be it. It's there too quickly. Unless he's a god. Oh my god, he might be a god. No, he's not. He's not a god. Unlucky guys, we have to wait till next year. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. Triumph for Egypt and Tunis. There we go. We get cores on Tunisia and essentially all of North Africa and Egypt. Boom. There's not really many factories in North Africa, but there's a lot of manpower. So more manpower, I guess that's alright. But anyway, the Bulgarians decided to join the Japanese faction. What? Bulgaria just joined the co-prosperity sphere. You're kidding. How am I supposed to... Oh my gosh. And my troops were doing that thing again where they weren't going to move to the front line because there's going to be no supply. That really annoys me. Also, Iran decided to become communist and now is in the Comintern, so I got to deal with that front too. Hey, look at that. It's doing really well, actually. Let's keep going to Western Sahara. Yes, sir. Alright, on we go. We need to get to the AA line, but that still will not be enough to capitulate the USSR. You know, I should have done a collab government on the Soviets because it was really difficult this time to capitulate them. Anyway, we somehow let Bulgaria take Constantinople, so I'm very annoyed about that. We won't capitulate though. I mean, we got cores on all of, like, this. So, and as long as we don't lose Greece, should be okay. We're coming back. We're pushing them back. There we go. Alright, get all these guys out of here. Get them all out of here. Destroy all of them. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now we get in this front. I decided that I wanted to start making planes. I don't know why. It's almost the end of the video. I don't think I even used the position we're in. The East Roman League is pretty strong. You got the Reichspakt. The North American Alliance has been kind of static. They are at war with the Comintern, but... And the East Asian co-prosperity sphere is so strong. They're actually able to hang on to Bulgaria here. They're that strong. What is this? Union of South Africa versus Germany down there. Anyway, I forgot about Bulgaria. I wanted to start focusing on capitulating the Soviet Union because that front line was not really moving, and if I knew if I focused on it, I could start snaking around the troops and just capitulating them, desperately trying to capitulate them. Get Archangel. That will literally seal the deal. That is... Okay, cool. Oh my days. Okay, so the land I was most focused on annexing was North Africa because we had cores, and the Italian mainland because we are the East Roman League. It would make sense for us to annex Rome. I mean, it's only right that we get all of Iran. It's only right. And obviously, I gotta select this at some point. Okay, here's the peace conference. Hey, whoa. Tibet joined the co-prosperity sphere. So now we still got all this to deal with. Oh, yes. This one. Cool. Yeah, they're all up uppers. They're in the East Roman League. You know, I could just annex all of, like, Iraq, Saudi, Yemen, and that one. I didn't like how they weren't purple, so I decided to go after them too. I mean, I wanted the map to look nice, okay? Hey, 22,000 guns from that. Nice. Okay. Who else are we at war with? Alright, that's it. We've united Arabia. Unfortunately, I let my guard down in Turkey, and all the Bulgarian troops suddenly, or not really Bulgarian, it's mostly just Japanese, they decided to go all the way into Anatolia now, so I had to clean that up. Lovely encirclements. Working now. Finally. Jeez, it took me to retreat and then have to go back. Cool. Okay, let's get these guys in. Oh, we don't even have Ankara. That's Ankara. Okay. I don't know why the game did this, but suddenly Germany has control of my land. Just ignore it, okay? It's fine. I have control of it. Just say that they're keeping it warm for us while we're away or something. I don't know. Ignore that. And I was happy with this. I mean, it looks pretty nice. I could do a whole game reset again where I just release, like, I dismantle the factions, but I'm not doing that one again, alright? That was a one-time thing for the maybe I'll do it in the future for future vanilla games. I don't know, but that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.